Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the feature race at Santa Anita on Sunday, race number 7. We're going 1 mile on the main track. It is the $75,000 comma to the top stakes for 3-year-olds and up. It's a race you can play with a DRF Bets account. Perfect because Breeders' Cup right around the corner. You can bet the Breeders' Cup with DRF Bets. Deposit $150, bet with $300. Learn more at drf.com/bet. Here's the field for the comma to the top stakes. Only a field of 5, Mike. Bob Baffert is the morning line favorite, the 3 leading score. Second choice, the 5, 235 nipped leading score last time out in the Harry F. Brubaker Stakes at Del Mar. Perhaps the great equalizer in here for leading score is the Timeform US Pace Projector. It has leading score in this short field out on a lead in a blue bar situation.
Yeah, maybe that's all it will take, Dan. I didn't think his last race went a particularly fast pace, and he couldn't hold on, but that may not matter in this race as he gets back to Santa Anita.
Let's talk about the upwardly mobile number 1, Oliver, who we see can be close to this expected moderate to slow pace. This horse has won his last 2, including the E.B. Johnston Stakes at Los Alamitos last time out. They turn into the stretch, and this horse is on his raw lead for about 3 furlongs, all the way through the stretch, and he just keeps on trucking. Nice Spire speed figure, career best 92. It looks like he's moving the right way.
Yeah, I feel like he's just really improved for Doug O'Neill recently. This, he showed he could handle the stretch out in this race. You're right, he's on his wrong lead for a long way in here, but he took a 3-wide tracking trip. He didn't stop running through the stretch, and he won fairly comfortably at the end. He just feels like a horse who could get a good trip in this race, who's headed the right way.
John Sheriffs is given the beautifully bred number 2 mid-court Time, and it looks like his patience is finally being rewarded. You remember the damn Mayo on the side, I believe, upset a Zeri back in the day in the Grade 1 Humana Distaff. This horse has now won 2 in a row, and he showed a little moxie last time out at Del Mar. First start in about a 2.5-month layoff. We swing into the stretch, and he's got some work to do. He's in the white noseband, splitting horses right now, yellow and blue cap. He splits. He finishes nicely to win. His buyers are moving the right way. And as a lightly raced 4-year-old, I don't see any reason why further improvement cannot be expected.
Yeah, it's the right kind of race maybe for a horse like him. I will say that in winning that race, not to take anything away from him, he did improve and go back-to-back. But you saw the horse on the lead in that race just really tiring late and drifting out. And it just sort of opened that race up for this horse. But you know what? You still have to take advantage of it, and he did, and he got a competitive figure.
We'll get to leading score in a minute when we talk about 235. I want to discuss Ground Attack, who got some pace last time out when returned to dirt for trainer Bruce Headley, winning his non-winner of one other than condition. This horse has now won his last 2 races on dirt. It's obviously his preferred surface. We'll take a look at Ground Attack, who was in mid-pack and pretty far back early. He's now attacking on the outside in the 3-path, and he just beats these horses. He's probably just better, but it's worth noting he was really the only winner on the main track that day that came from pretty far out of it.
Yeah, he ran okay in this race. You're going to see him edge away at the end of this race. He really did have a fast pace in front of him, though. The horse that was on the lead just opened up a big lead on the backstretch and then totally threw in the towel late, and that just sort of opened the race up for everybody else. But again, this horse, he took a step forward in there, and as you say, he's won his last 2 on dirt.
Would be a completely different pace scenario, though, this time around. Now we'll look at 235 and leading score. They exit the Harry F. Brubaker, and here's my question for you. Is this a case where 235 wins it, or does leading score blow it? Watch Martin Garcia. Leading score looks like he has things well in hand. The minute leading score gets popped right-handed, he goes berserko. He switches to his left lead, he starts flashing his tail, and it gives 235 a chance to stay in the race, and 235 pips him late. This is becoming a habit with leading score.
Yeah, I thought this was leading score losing more than it was 235 winning. But on the other hand, 235, he carried a lot of ground in that race. I think he was probably 4 wide throughout the running.
That's right.
So I won't take too much away from him. I don't know what to say, Dan. I think they're the 2 right favorites. Maybe leading score will just get a soft trip and wire this field, but that was, far from a visual masterpiece we just saw. I didn't really love either one of them, but maybe they're just the 2 right horses.
Well, let's take a look at our top pick for the combat to the top stakes. I'm hoping Flavien Prat's been watching the tape, because this will be his first time on leading score. And Flavien, you can't hit this horse right-handed. He's going to go crazy. You can hand ride him. You can urge him left-handed. You're going to be on the lead. I think maybe that might make all of the difference with leading score. I went 3-2-1. You believe in Oliver getting first run on leading score, and maybe just simply being a better horse at this point.
Yeah, I just like the way he's headed. It feels like he's really improved. And I just felt like he was going to get a good trip in this race. Where I don't really love the favorites. I'll take a shot with him. I went 154.
Sunday's feature race at Santa Anita, race number 7, is the Comma to the Top Stakes. You can play it with a DRF Bets account. Deposit 150, bet with 300. DRF.com/bet. Approximate post time for the Comma to the Top, 3:30 Pacific. Good luck.